Good morning, February the 2nd, 2016, the second trading day of the month and the week. Ready to rock and roll once again. Not much happened overnight. The movement in equity markets is being assigned to crude. So crude is down. BP posted its biggest loss ever. Stocks outside of China's market are lower. China's market was selling too until the Chinese government stepped in and added $15 billion more to their market's liquidity. So China's government, which does own everything anyway, when you get right down to it, because of the former government, will become an even more pronounced owner of everything before this is all said and done. So we don't have a lot of news today, and very limited. The big news comes this Friday with unemployment. Will tend to hold the market in a trading range. So when I come in and look at today's structure, selling failure to take out and hold 24, I think is the easiest trade to see. So 19 to 23, sell 1, 27 to 31, sell 2. That'll allow them to get stops up here, but not really break it out. We don't have any news that should break us out or that can break us out on paper, so I don't think we'll see that. Got the London low at 11.5. We have the overnight session low at 8, so a 9 to 13 buy is buy 1, and then 1 to 5 is buy 2. Okay, automobile sales today, 17.5 million. It is getting a little bit lower each month, but still a big number. Anything over 16 million vehicles a year makes for a pretty healthy industry. Gallup, ECI, Economic Consumer Index was at minus 11. Don't know what it's going to be. And then IBD tip, Business Optimism Index at 47.8. That's up from last month. So not much in the way of news today. We have Friday's non-farm payroll numbers that are going to hold us in check. So my guess is a trading range, and we'll play it as such. To break out of a trading range and get going, crude oil, if you believe the financial press, will continue to sell and break today, and that'll take equity indexes down with them. So we'll have to see how that plays out. But again, not much in the way of news to talk about. Friday's news is the big news event for the week, and that tends to freeze markets. Okay, volume's pretty low after the London split. We do have a seller at 20. So again, we're in the pretty much the same situation, 19 to 23. Then we got a high at 27, so 27 to 31 for sell 2. On the buy side, currently at 16. Let's make it 5 to 9 with a question mark at 13. And then 01 to 29 for buy 2. And again, just kind of a trading range market today. The knob spread did come in overnight. Okay, gold's off a little bit overnight. I put an article up talking about the inevitable, that gold was going to $8,000 as the entire world resets. And my guess is the guy's right about the entire world resetting, because we don't everybody's lockstep in G20. Everybody's got the same Keynesian economics. Everybody is printing money or borrowing to spend to meet budgets that need to be cut. So my guess is when we do get the revaluation, that the entire world will move at the same time, and the biggest hint of that's going to be gold will just take off and start trading up. Somebody knows, and without any warning or without any obvious explanation, and it'll just be really a fast move. And I'm not saying that's coming anytime soon. I'm just saying it's there, and eventually that's what's going to happen. And those type of ideas have led to J.P. Morgan, Stanley, Goldman buying gold and silver, and of course national banks do it too. So with gold overnight, we have a B. We wanted to sell 30s to 32s last night. Last rotate up in Asia stopped at 28. So 28 to 30 will be sell 1. 34, 36, sell 2. On the buy side, 20 to 22, think you can come a little lower. We had a 23.25 last night, and that's where we are right now, but it is a B, and I think we might come a little bit lower. But this is the first time in history that the world's every major bank in the world is on the same page policy, every central bank. All governments around the globe have bankrupt their countries and their economies. Everybody's going to do it at once. And with that is, they can spread the blame around. This is reality. Unfortunately, this is where we are. But when you look at the looting of the treasuries that have taken place globally, all for the public good, all for taking care of the little guy. I mean, it's just, just one lie after another. And that's the way it works. When you read history and why governments topple and fail. Okay, looking at the euro, we've got our 25 area to 35, so we'll make it 30 to 40. Volume's pretty high, so 30 to 40 for sell 1. Then 50 to 60 for sell 2. On the buy side, 109, buy 1. 875, pretty much where we were last night. I don't think the euro can break it out today, but we will see. Okay, crude remains a sell. There is no OPEC agreement, and it's with Iran coming up and saying what they did. There's no chance for an OPEC agreement with that going on. And you have to. Saudis are not only hurting shale producers in the United States, but they're also hurting Russia and Iran, and they figure they've got more money than they do. And what does the United States do? Step up and they bail Iran out for a matter of time, allowing them to sell oil again on the market, which does add to supply, and releasing 100 to 150 billion dollars. The number changes all the time, with 1.7 billion dollars worth of interest. Could you have gotten a better deal? I mean, it is absolutely ludicrous. What counts is informed leadership, the best and the brightest, governing and controlling things. And I mean, it's stomach turning if you think about it, but that's where we are. 31.25.50 sell 1. 31.75.32 sell 2. On the buy side, we're going to make it 30 and a quarter, 30 even. Then 29.50, 29 and a quarter. And we're going to have to see how the market acts at 30.50. We've had a couple of lows right in here, and we'll see what happens. The sell could be also at 31. So 31, 30, 50 is where we are right now. I do like the short side of the market. better. And last but not least, everybody's favorite commodity contract, futures contract. Okay, we had yesterday, we were hoping to buy the 5 to 10 area. And you can see that we've rejected prices. Yesterday's low was 12.5, so we got stops beneath that. So 19 is where we are. We got the London high at 25. So I'm going to put the first sell at 24 to 29. Then 34 to 39 for sell 2. Tops rarely come in without a major piece of news, without a retest. And typically you'll get a high that'll come in, and then we'll get some sort of a pullback. The real test of this high, usually, if it is the major high, is 30 to 40 days later. We can come up today. We have yesterday's high, and we can fail just shy of that, then come down. I think that would be more typical than an island reversal off the high without news. Crude is blamed for what selling we did have. If crude recovers and comes back, I believe this market will too. So we'll put 6 to 11 buy 1, 01 to 96 buy 2. On the sell side, 24 to 29 and 34 to 39. It'll take a bit to get everything up and posted. Going to get busy on that. Back with you as soon as possible.